Clock in. Black gotta just walked in.
Yeah. He already dead, it ain't no need to check his vitals, bitch. Yeah. He already dead, it ain't no need to check his vitals. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Yeah, crunch time, yeah, nigga, it's lunch time. Let go, crunch time.
Team Black gotta stand up, man. Yeah. Right now we get into this video that I really didn't know existed, but now I know it exists because it exists. You hear me? You get what I'm talking about? It looked like a lot of people are coming at CJ. You feel me? Not only is a lot of people coming at CJ, whoever made this video coming at CJ too, because it say CJ the fake blood behind Whoopty. Now, first off, before I get into the video, I just noticed Whoopty was like some type of gang, you feel me, affiliation, you feel me, in New York though. You feel me? I ain't know that. When I heard the song, I thought it was just like a little way of saying, yo, you hear me, like, hey, you hear me, like a little turn up. But apparently it's not. Apparently he jacking real gang member swag. You feel me? Apparently he not supposed to be doing it, but I had thought he was like low-key a gang member too. Cause I be seeing him walk red rags and stuff like that. Like, bro, I thought bro was banging. Apparently not. Why you pump faking? What the hell wrong with you? Boy, you living too hot out to that boy needs some you not in the gang milk. Bill, you talking about that's the milk without the blue or the red little tape around it, bitch. Your milk need to come clear. You hear me? Nothing around it, bro. Cause you might be pump faking. Why these boys coming at you like that? You feel me? But he a good music maker. You feel me? His music is definitely fire. I don't know too much about it. Let's see if we can find something out.
CJ is a drill rapper from Staten Island who blew up last year with the hit song Whoopty. But since going viral, many question his street cred and accuse him of being fake and an industry plant. Let's get into the career and come up of CJ, the wannabe blood behind Whoopty.
Okay.
CJ first got the world's attention with his hit song Whoopty, which dropped July 30th, 2020.
Y'all see all them red flags going on, handshake. How is he pump faking? Look like he for real. You feel me? Look like he dead serious. How he pump fake? Like, tell me what went wrong. What did he do wrong? For the people who know what's going on in the comment section, please let me know. Cause at this point, Uncle Frues. Know what I'm talking about? Cause it looked like he banging. It looked like he with a bunch of other people and females banging. Like, shorty, you cute as hell. Did I have you in math class? You was the girl that scored all A's in class. How the hell happened to you? What changed your life? You tripping.
And peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. The track instantly blew up thanks to the hard-hitting beat and viral music video, which showed CJ and his homies posted on the block, rocking red rags and shouting the catchphrase, Whoopty, a blood greeting call. The beat to Whoopty featured a sample from the Indian song, Sanam Reed. This same sample was famously used in the beat for Exposing Me by Mimo 600 and King Von, which was also remixed by drill rappers like FBG Duck, Ruga, and 22Gs. So, the song became an instant hit because of the familiar beat, generic bars, and catchy hook. Not long after it popped off, people began taking a closer look at CJ to find out if he was really Whoopty or just claiming for the clout. CJ grew up in Staten Island and comes from a Puerto Rican family. He started rapping as a hobby when he was 9, but took it more seriously at 14 when he started dropping tracks on SoundCloud and YouTube. He had a few tracks on SoundCloud before blowing up with Whoopty, including the song with the OG fake blood, 6ix9ine, called Pop. But none of these tracks made much of an impact online.
You made a song with 6ix9ine? You feel me? There it goes right there. That's all I needed to hear. This man made a song with 6ix9ine, so deep down, everybody is searching and finding a way to discredit him. I think that is the whole reason why all of this is even coming about. It's like they trying to discredit him because he did something with 6ix9ine. I think it looked like he did something with 6ix9ine probably before the little snitching thing, because if he did it after the snitching thing, he would have went viral. You feel me? So it had to happen before that.
In New York City, he self-released the track Whoopty in July 2020 using the beat he found on YouTube and became an overnight success. He later signed to Warner Records and Cruise Control Entertainment. But here's where the accusations of CJ being an industry plant first started. The CEO of Cruise Control Entertainment, James Cruz, is also CJ's uncle. CJ said multiple labels reached out to him, but Warner offered the best situation, probably because he had family members in high positions at the company. His uncle James Cruz is a music mogul who has deep connections in the industry. He worked for Reebok in the 90s before making the transition into music and working for Bad Boy. Cruz got close to Puffy and ended up running his entire organization. He worked with Combs Enterprises for almost 10 years before leaving to start his own Latin-focused music marketing firm. So, CJ seemed like the perfect project for his Uncle James, who was looking for the next big Latin star to take over New York. At first,
Damn, that's deep. My nigga, that's deep. Boy, you got a whole uncle that look like he your daddy, low key. Gotta be your daddy, brother, one on, you feel me? It's plugged into the industry, so this kind of falls together very well. Now, real question is, my nigga, what's up with all the red? Is he a gang member? That's all I want to know, you feel me?
CJ had a more melodic, auto-tune heavy approach to rapping, but this ain't attract much attention. CJ just wanted the clout, and he wasn't trying to spend the next decade grinding in the music industry to make a name for himself. So he took notes from 6ix9ine's playbook and started making aggressive drill tracks, flaunting his alleged gang ties. To his credit, it worked, and Whoopty was one of the biggest songs in New York in the summer of 2020. The track went viral on TikTok too, which boosted its popularity. Plus, it got a major push on radio and other outlets thanks to the ties from his Uncle James. So overnight, CJ went from an unknown rapper to one of the biggest up-and-coming stars in New York. But all the attention also brought questions from fans about who this new rapper was, as well as the gang he was from. He's clearly claiming blood from the bandanas and the use of the term Whoopty, but the lyrics to the song are pretty basic and don't say what borough or what set he's from. This is when rumors went around that CJ ain't really who he claimed to be and was just another clout-chasing rapper using gangs to blow up in the music industry. Whoopty's not a phrase that CJ made up. It's a common word used in the Bronx by the Bloodhound Brim. CJ crossed the line when he did an interview with Genius where he claimed credit for the word Whoopty. He said that it was a term he invented and used with his homies. He even went as far as filing a trademark for the phrase so no one else could use it for commercial purposes. This upset the Bloodhound Brims, who have been using the word for years and wanted proper credit for creating it. Bloodhound Brims founder, LaBrim, even called in from prison, calling out CJ for taking the term and not giving proper credit. LaBrim was sentenced to 30 years in prison back in 2019 in connection to his leadership of the Bloodhound Brim. Even though he's locked up, he still tapped in with what's going on in the streets and had to set the record straight about who really started Whoopty. He gave CJ props for making the hot song, but accused him of stealing the word Whoopty from the Bloodhound Brims and denies having any affiliation with the rapper.
So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used, that's not his content. So his foundation is based off a lie. He's not Whoopty. He don't know nothing about Whoopty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it.
At this point, they really not vibing with him because he ain't give proper credit. You feel me? That's like you creating something and then somebody come through and blow up off it and then you ain't even say where you got it from. Damn, they do have a reason to be kind of disappointed or whatever, you feel me? But who knows? In due time, he might actually say like, yeah, I show love, you feel me? But it's a term everybody uses, you know? Do everybody use that term? Do you officially have to be blood to use that term? Let me know in the comment.
He called him out for claiming the set and lifestyle that he and a bunch of other Brims are serving decades in prison over. He says the only reason the song was hot in the first place is because of the respect they built in New York. But he's disrespecting the Brims by saying he created the word. He makes it clear he ain't beefing with
That's why I feel like he out of pocket at. Now, you feel me? By saying you created the word. My nigga like, you a little bit too hot out to what the hell wrong with you? But you feel me? Now, that's why I feel like he's out of pocket at. Now, I'm talking about, but if you're just saying the word, you know, because it's something you enjoy saying, you feel me? That's a different story. But I feel like the second he said he created it, and you know, he just woke up one day and just wrote it in his diary. And I'm talking about that's the word he started using for the rest of his life. That's where he lost me at. You feel me? And I think that's where he lost everybody else at.
For saying he gonna do something to him, but he had to set the record straight about where Whoopty started. This hurt CJ's street cred, and after that, more gang members and other New York drill rappers started questioning his affiliations. G5 Reels, a rapper affiliated with LaBrim, also hopped on live to call out CJ for being a fake blood with no ties to the Bloodhound Brims and for copywriting the term Whoopty, even though he never put in any work for the set.
First you make the song Whoopty, then you make the song Bop. That's all our shit, boy. And you still not trying to pay homage? Then you gonna copyright our shit? You copyright our shit? Like, yo boy, your head not good.
The Bloodhound Brims was one of the most violent gangs in New York before being taken down in a major gang indictment in 2016. They operated in various locations in New York City, as well as Westchester, Elmira, and Pennsylvania. They was accused of trafficking massive amounts of crack, cocaine, and heroin throughout the state of New York in Pennsylvania. A lot of Bloodhound Brim leaders was later arrested in a RICO indictment and charged with crimes that included racketeering, murder, attempted murder, drug trafficking, and assault.
Oh, them
The
niggas
Brim started
crazy.
in Los Angeles, but later branched out to New York in the early 90s. Like most blood sets in NYC, the
Them
Brim
niggas
started in prison at
crazy.
Rikers Island and then spread out to the streets later on. There's multiple Brim sets in New York that make up what they call the Blood Brim Army. During the height of their rise, the Brims was behind a lot of wild crimes that eventually led to their downfall. In 2012, Lil Brim and another Blood member named Don P got arrested for a shootout at a chicken spot in the Bronx where they allegedly fired at ops with an AK-47. Lil Brim was later found guilty of attempted murder for the crime, which was one of the events that led to his 30-year sentence. In 2014, a Brim leader named Kevin Melton made headlines after kidnapping the father of one of the prosecutors who was responsible for locking him up for life. Melton got hit with life in prison for ordering a hit on someone in 2011. To get revenge,
This nigga kidnapped somebody, daddy. Nigga kidnapped pops. Nigga crazy.
Melton went after one of the prosecutors who was responsible for convicting him. He set it all up using a cell phone he snuck into jail and ordered 5 members to kidnap the prosecutor. But they ended up going to the wrong address and instead kidnapped her father, Frank Jansen. The gang kidnapped Jansen from his crib in Atlanta, then called his wife and told her they was gonna torture and kill her husband if she ain't follow their demands. But the FBI was able to intercept a call between Melton and the kidnappers and found Jansen at an apartment complex in Atlanta. So the Brims was responsible for a wave of terror, not just in New York, but all over the country. This eventually led to the indictment that took down many high-ranking members of the gang, including Lil Brim. But even with most of their leaders locked up, the Bloodhound Brims are still well respected in New York. So, for Lil Brim to make a public statement denying CJ's credibility was a major blow to the rapper's career. Plus, it wasn't just Brim members taking shots at the rapper. Brooklyn rapper 22G's also came out and questioned CJ's street cred. In January 2021, 22G's tagged CJ on Instagram saying, @RealCJ giving me 6ix9ine vibes and boy from Staten Island, the safest borough in NYC. He also dropped a Whoopty remix called Goofy, where he took shots at CJ calling him a groupie who was just jacking the Brooklyn drill sound to make himself more popular. In interviews, 22G's made it clear that it wasn't real beef, but he had to address the situation because CJ ain't give respect to the originators of the sound that made him famous. CJ responded to 22G's with the track Hit Up, where he don't just diss the rapper, but take shots at his entire gang, the Gangsta Disciples. On the track, he raps, "I catch a blicky, man down in my city," referring to 22G's Blicky gang. And in the video, he's seen throwing up GDK, which means Gangsta Disciple Killer, the gang that 22G's is from. So not only is CJ starting beef with another rapper, he wants smoke with one of the biggest gangs in America too. Another popular Brooklyn drill rapper, Busy Banks, came out and said CJ jacked his bars and stole his whole flow. Busy posted on his Instagram story, "That CJ need to give me my credit, no cap. Jacking my lingo and flow, I'm tired of not getting the recognition I deserve. I started this new wave of drill rap. Let's talk about it." If you listen to the flow and lyrics on Hit Up, it sounds similar to Busy Banks' tracks Neo and Don't Start Part 2. So instead of earning people's respect, CJ was quickly making enemies. In September 2021, 22G's did an interview with No Jumper, where Adam 22 reveals that CJ was set to do an interview, but canceled at the last minute. The reason he canceled was because the person in charge of their social media posted something about the beef between him and CJ. So CJ got in his feelings and canceled the whole interview.
We had an interview booked with CJ. And then somebody on the social media team, they posted up
Whoopty.
22G's dissing CJ. They just posted about it because it's notable. It's news. You know, we're paying attention. We were all talking about it in the group chat. So they posted it. CJ interview canceled.
This was another L for the Staten Island rapper. He could have used the interview to tell his side of the story, but instead, he chose to stay quiet.
He ain't got
CJ
shit
never
to
really addressed
say.
accusations
What
that
did
he's
he
false
say?
claiming and still another rapper's style and flow. He also went and dropped another single that brings the same kind of buzz that Whoopty did. He dropped an EP in early 2021 called Loyalty Over Royalty, which was executive produced by French Montana. But none of the other songs made the same impact as Whoopty. Unless CJ can switch up his whole style and come back with a banger that puts him on the charts, it'll probably just be a one-hit wonder. Just like 6ix9ine, part of his appeal was his gang ties.
Yeah, he need a couple
But
more
once the truth was
bangers.
exposed, fans just move on to the rappers who really live what they rap.
It's kind of crazy that it's kind of easy to like portray that you really bought that and easily become a rapper. That's why it's like some of the people that you wouldn't expect to be like real deal on that, like they real deal on that because they're not rappers. You feel me? A lot of people who end up rapping low key just doing what's hot. You feel me? Now in CJ's case, I don't think CJ is just a pushover type dude. I don't think CJ is gonna allow anybody to just disrespect him and then just cop please. I think CJ will actually stand his ground. Know what I'm talking about? He don't look like he just soft dude. Know what I'm talking about? But as far as what he's doing, it look like a lot of people who created that shit is not viable what he doing at all. You feel me? And for him saying he created it, I'm lost at the fact he created it. But it look like he ready to talk his shit, bro. Like he ain't gonna let nobody talk shit about him without talking his shit back. You feel me? Like look like he ain't going for it. He ain't standing down. But you're a little bit too disrespectful. You a little bit too hot out your CJ. You feel me? Now I want to know what y'all think about this because what else can I say? I'm confused. But now I know what's up. Now we all know once you just start reaching the higher level, it comes with a lot of hate. You feel me? It's natural to come with a lot of hate. But my nigga, these niggas is they talking down on that boy. You feel me? Hopefully CJ keep doing this thing. Hopefully CJ, you feel me? Snap, drop another banger. You feel me? Y'all know how I do it, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment below. I'm about done with that. Clock out, Black guy. Just walked out.
Okay, I'm out here trying to get paid, but dog, I